There are now so many mutations that it's really confusing to know each one of them. So today, we're gonna tackle every single mutation, from obtainable to unobtainable, and at the end, we're gonna find out how much the maximum multiplier is in the game.
Wow!
Make sure to watch until the end to find out how much a candy blossom is worth with the maximum multiplier. Without any further ado, the first one is the growth mutations. These are the mutations that can be obtained when the fruit is growing. This includes the normal, which has a x1 multiplier, golden with a x20 multiplier and a 1% chance of happening, and finally rainbow with a slim chance of 0.1% that gives a x50 multiplier. You can also get the golden mutation using a dragonfly. Anyway, make sure you remember that, because we're gonna use these multipliers to compute the highest possible multiplier later. Now for the second type, the weather mutations. Starting with rain, which gives wet and has a x2 multiplier. Followed by frost, which gives chilled and is also a x2 multiplier. Or you can get it with a polar bear. The next one is the frozen mutation. You can get it when you have both wet and chilled mutations, they combine into frozen, which gives a x10 multiplier. The next one is a thunderstorm, which gives wet and can give shocked when lightning strikes your fruit. You can also boost the chances using a lightning rod. Now we're moving on to the limited mutations, starting with the night event. It gives you a x2 multiplier. Next is bloodlet, a x4 multiplier obtained through blood moon, which is a rarer version of the night event. Both night and blood moon can have higher chances of appearing using the night staff, and finally, we have celestial, which has a x120 multiplier obtained during the meteor shower at night or during a blood moon. Similar to thunderstorms, it has to get struck by a falling star, and this can be boosted using a star caller. Next is pollinated, which has a x3 multiplier and is obtained when a bee from the bee swarm lands on your fruit. If you have bee pets, it can work as well. Then we have honey glazed, which sounds like a yummy flavor but actually gives a x5 multiplier and can be obtained using a honey sprinkler or bear bee. Next, we have zombified, which has a x25 multiplier and can be obtained by using the pet chicken zombie from the Chicken Jockey update. Then there's the chocolate mutation, which has a x2 multiplier obtained using a chocolate sprinkler, which was available during the Easter event, or a chocolate rain spawned by the admins. Now we're moving on to admin mutations. Starting with plasma, which gives a x5 multiplier during a laser storm, which I sadly have no recording of.
Mission failed.
Then we have disco, which comes from the disco event and gives a x125 multiplier. Lastly, we have void touched, which has a x135 multiplier. With a total of 16 mutations, only a maximum of 13 can be put on a fruit, and here's why. To compute how much the maximum total multiplier is, we need to understand that the growth mutation is multiplied to the sum of all the other mutations. To recap, growth mutations are obtained while the fruit is growing, including normal, golden, and rainbow. So, the highest multiplier here is rainbow. In order to get the maximum value, we need to have a rainbow mutation. If we're gonna add the other mutations, we first need to identify them. Starting from base, shocked, frozen, chocolate, moonlit, disco, celestial, bloodlet, zombified, plasma, pollinated, honey glazed, and void touched, amassing a total of 525 multiplier. Now, what we want to do is multiply 525 by 50, which is the highest possible growth mutation. Solving all that leaves us with a grand total of x26, 250 multiplier. But wait, let's take a sample of a theoretical 100 kilogram candy blossom. We'll be multiplying the square of the mass of the candy blossom to the base value, which is 90,250. Then multiply that by 10,000, 26,250, and 50, so altogether, it results in 1,184,406,250,000,000 shekels, breaking the quadrillion mark, and that ends the video. Hopefully you liked this video, and thanks for watching.